for the one time. It's the family bloodline. Welcome back, family. One of you was upside down for a second. I didn't know what happened. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
Topsy-turvy world.
Right. Whoa.
I don't know how the hell. Oh, there it goes. I see it now.
I gotta switch you back.
Facebook got a lag.
Oh
so
man.
You can kind of see it.
I gotta change something up real quick. I've been trying to figure this out, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So right now I'll put that one back on. So anyway, family, what's going on? How y'all been doing?
We are good. How are you?
Solid week.
Look, yesterday I got hit with a little bout of depression. I had to hop in the bed and I did not get up. Oh, something. I just work and everything that's going on here and some other issues. I was like, man, I ain't got time for this shit. Let me lay down and figure my life out for a second.
Bro, I feel you. I feel you.
It was.
I feel you because I miss my man.
Yeah, it was rough.
Oh my God.
Sometimes you gotta sit back and gather yourself, you know what I'm saying? And just take a moment.
I don't know how many times I need to gather myself.
Well, I mean, that's a different situation for you. You know what I'm saying? You might be gathering anyway. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, because Wanda got her own struggles.
Right.
Indeed. Indeed. Everything been pissing me off, bro. Like everything. Why the hell I ain't crawling so loud? I was like, everything pissed me off.
Yeah. So what's the update on Martell?
I got a letter yesterday. It's probably why I miss him now, but he said it still sucks, but it's getting better.
It's gonna suck for a long while.
And so like you can on YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, they have updates on what they're all doing and what's going on with them. So they are out in the field today. They were doing face paint.
Yeah.
So they were doing that today, and I do believe it was Wednesday. They did the gas chamber. I think I showed y'all pictures from that.
Yeah.
And so I think he's getting to the grit of it now, and he's doing everything that he wanted to do. So like I said, he feel like it's getting better, but it still sucks. Okay. He compared it to jail, but he said at least in jail, people getting ass and watching TV.
I mean, that's true. That I cannot.
Those were his words. I was like, oh my God.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
So at least you know he's feeling the same way.
Like in my last letter, we was playing a game before he left with some music, and he was like he missed music and everything. He like it sucks. But he's learning a lot and he's enjoying the experience. So That's the telltale update. I'm sorry,
The
specialist.
tale of murder tale.
Specialist murder tale. That's the specialist
Specialist
update.
murder tale.
Specialist
Basic training, Fort Leonard Wood, aka Fort Lost in the Woods, Missouri.
I hope they don't lose my baby. They were showing in the woods today.
No, it's just one of the nicknames. That's all.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just a nickname.
Oh
But
my God.
he should be getting ready to do land navigation soon. And they probably will lose some people. People will get lost. Soldiers get lost learning land navigation. And every now and again, they got to send some cadre out to go find them and bring them back in.
No, Jesus.
Because it can, they will definitely end up getting lost. So,
well, hopefully I get a phone call on Sunday. So,
yeah, that is the hope. But just a reminder, like in a week or two, he's going to be out. It's called bivouac, and they won't come back to the barracks for a week, so you will not get a call from him. Yeah. He'll be out.
Well,
he doesn't
short
know
than calls be, I probably wouldn't notice no way. So, anywho, moving forward,
it's a lot going on. He said they're doing face paint today, huh?
Yep.
The Army is funny. They teach you literally everything you're supposed to do step by step, including face paint. And you would think that putting on camo on your face is an easy endeavor, but no, it's not.
Yeah, some of them was struggling, and the drill sergeant was like, "You look effing stupid." I was like, one dude looked like he was legit in blackface. I was like,
yeah, there's a manual that we use that shows you how you're supposed to apply. And you have two colors. You got light green and dark green. And depending on...
They got black too.
Yeah, and they got black. That's for different skin tones, right? So depending on the shade of your face, certain areas on your face, you use light green face paint. Other areas, you shade it in with dark to try and camouflage and knock out different shadows, so on and so forth. And then other areas, you have to use black. But the key to that is to remember that there are no straight lines in nature. No. That's how you remember how to do the best camouflage.
When they were doing it, I just thought about the scene from Major Payne when they were getting ready to go steal the trophy. The boy had a little sun on his cheek.
Yep. So yeah, he's still got a ways to go. He's got a lot of things that he's got to do still. Range qualification, some more obstacle courses, hand-to-hand combat.
They was doing it. It was something about a confidence course or something like that.
Yes, a confidence course. You climb a tower and you do your rappelling and you do all of that other good stuff.
There was a lot of stuff going on.
Craziness.
But if y'all want to follow him on, what is it? Echo _ 701st. I do believe that's it.
Echo _
701 person, I guess.
Yeah.
ST. I put Echo 701 ST. That's what I put.
Yeah, that's what it is. 701st. Okay. And you can follow him on Instagram and see what he's doing and whatnot. Well, follow the whole unit on Instagram. So
yeah, I'm gonna tune
in.
He's
in the black unit. I sent the gas chamber video to my siblings, and I'm like, well, he is at 1330. That's when his group going. When you get down to, you got to scroll all the way through. It's like 45 minutes of video. So you scroll all the way till you get to 1330, then start watching it from that point, and that's his group.
Like I said, that's
the whole other 45 minutes was quite entertaining while I was trying to figure out where he was.
Yeah, hey, basic training tests your mettle, right? And if you ain't a person who can't deal with being uncomfortable and stressed out for a long period of time, it's going to break you. It's going to break you. And one of the first things that breaks people is the gas chamber. The gas chamber changes your life. Some
of them were definitely struggling. I was like,
It's real
There's
CS
vomit
gas.
and all kind of things. So I was like, oh, okay.
Well, fortunately for him, he's there during the time of year where it ain't too ridiculously hot.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we've been having decent weather here. So.
Yeah, the moisture is a little bit different, and he ain't getting the summertime experience with CS gas. I went the 14th of July many years ago, 1998, and we got the gas chamber at like the height of the summer at Fort Jackson, South Carolina. And when I tell you, I saw people doing some strange things to try and escape and get out of the gas chamber. It was ridiculousness, but I understand them because that stuff it'll get you. It gets into your lungs and it gets all the mucus out of your body. Everything. If you had sinus issues, done. It's better than
it may be worth it.
Yeah, hey, it clears you out. That's for sure.
Sound like it may be worth it.
Yeah. So Dirk, what's been up with you?
Oh man, been a solid week. Just fam, doing things. Tomorrow, we got the barbecue. Mom's side of the family doing a reunion, so we having a little get together at the little park. And I was supposed to be barbecuing tonight, but my sister took that task on for me because I had a bunch of running around to do, and you know what I'm saying. So that's been my week pretty much. I've been a solid week though.
Shout out to Fatty.
Yeah, shout out to Fatty. She held me down. Shout out to Rick last week for the cupcake she made for the twins' birthday party. You know what I'm saying?
What's the name of Ricky's business again?
Street Sweets.
Street Sweets.
Yeah.
And I got to give cuz a call so I can help her get a website set up and established so she can operate off of that. So we do have a domain, everybody, just as a reminder, thefamilybloodline.com. It's under construction at this moment. We are updating the page and reinventing ourselves a little bit so we can put more relevant content, get our videos, get our lives, and get some other interviews and everything else updated on there and do some episodes and get some breakdowns. But as a reminder, we're also on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All of the platforms you can research us or search us up under the Family Bloodline, or on Twitter, it's at the FBL Podcast. So check us out.
Hey, Minnie.
Give us a like and follow. Dang, what's up, Minnie? And
that's not Minnie. That's D. Hi, D. What's up,
hey, DJ Keith?
Minnie is
come
on
and join the discussions, man.
Yeah,
like we try and get people on to give their point of view on specific topics at certain times. So if you got a topic, make sure you hit us up at the Gmail account, the FBL Podcast at gmail.com. You can also hit us on any of our inboxes. And while you're doing that, you might as well go ahead and hit that Cash App for us. Make us a bill. Give us $1. All we need is $1. Donate $1. Write it off.
Everybody send us $1. We'll be all right.
You'll be fine. So let's get ready to run these topics down.
All right.
And of course, first up we got football, Shmutball, and
football.
And we'll talk about a little football, and then we got a shout out and RIP, and then we'll delve into a little bit of the R. Kelly situation, those convictions that he had. And then we're going to check out a quick video and have a discussion, the meat of the actual live. It's going to probably be around a quote unquote 12-year-old destroying his mama's house. So, yeah. Let's get into it.
Our ticker is going at the bottom of the screen.
It's scrolling.
It's money sign.
Cash App $, the FBL Podcast. That's us. Let's shoot us $1. We'd appreciate it. Absolutely appreciate it. So,
come on.
That's what I'm talking
I don't know
about.
what happened.
That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about.
Maya, you better say it. Hey, I'm rocking that cheap shirts today. Hey, we pulled it out, but let's get there then, since we've already started talking about it. Let's get there. Let's talk about football, Shmutball. This is this live schedule for week 2. If y'all didn't know, I'm not going to read it off, but this is what it is. I did pull this picture off of NFL.
What up, Mike?
So yeah, let's
before we get to football, Shmutball, like I say, shout out to MC. He fell through last night.
For sure.
He created his own little business now. He got his little trucking line going. So shout out to
Oh,
him.
that's
We'll
what's
get him on
up.
once he get up and going and continue doing his thing. And we'll
Ab-
rap with him later on. But shout out to him falling through. He came through last night. Came through him and homeboy TD, Southside G. Y'all familiar with him?
Diesel.
He came through. We
Oh,
watched the we watched a little bit of the Chiefs and Chargers division game for week
that was a
2.
good game.
Solid game. Hey, for everybody
I
that
was
be hating
scared
on
at
Patty
first.
Mahomes,
But
yeah,
they got it together.
they got it together. You gotta stop hating on Patty Mahomes. He got a little help a couple times though. I'm just gonna throw that out there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. So I got
Justin,
a quick question for you though.
what's up?
What made you pick the Chargers?
Georgia
What
was the
made
better
you
team.
pick wrong?
Yeah, no, y'all seen the game. The Chargers was the better team. Up until
No,
that,
no.
excuse me,
The
sir. We
better
used to
team
pay.
won, if I'm not mistaken.
That's
But
how
let
Man,
that's how I'm looking at it.
I'm
I'm
just saying, but go
yeah,
continue. Go ahead. Go
that's how
ahead.
all fans look at the game. You know what I'm saying? But realistically, the Chargers was the better team. Clean up into the what to when he threw the interception,
third quarter.
and that was a pick six. You know what I'm
It was
saying?
pick six, yeah.
That was
But
the
that's the
ball
difference,
game. That's
right?
the difference.
All it take is one.
Correct. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. But let's talk about that Patty Mahomes interception that the refs gave back to him.
Hey, but if you looked at the replay, the
Hey,
ball
boy.
was down and he did not have control.
No,
The
not
ball,
not the first one. I'm talking about the second one when the ref come out talking about it was offsetting penalties. It was a penalty on both teams.
Okay, so I had walked out the room on that part, so I don't know
Patrick
yeah, I
exactly.
walked out too.
Patrick Mahomes dropped back and threw a clear interception, threw it straight to the dude. He picked it off, and they, you know what I'm saying, and they said, oh, they got throwing flags everywhere.
Well, home team advantage.
I, I'm, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
so I got my sports guys that was up in here too. And he was like, man, because he bet on the game. He was like, this rigged. You know what I'm saying? And don't what
he
the
liar.
of course y'all don't. None of y'all. Everybody was out the room. Nobody seen that. Look
I
at
did. I
y'all.
walked
Look,
out the room.
that's a true Chief fan denial right there. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
my
That's a
god.
Hey, that's
anyway.
what Tom Brady fans do.
I'm I'm a Raider. You see, I had to put my Raider hat on to talk about the Chiefs. They in the division, you know what I'm saying? But Tom Brady, something different. They stole one from us anyway. But
Facts.
overall, good game. You can't take nothing away from Patty Mahomes, man. Dude's still solid,
Call that man
100%.
Patty Mahomes.
That's what that's what they call him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you know what I'm saying? I know him. You know what I'm saying? We've been beefing with him for years now. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He
right.
the top man.
He is. So when I was watching it, what I looked at during the game is I was hoping that this season they would come out and be able to be a first half team. Like they've never been a first half team, especially since Patrick Mahomes has been as the quarterback, right? But the second half is when they actually come out and they begin to do damage. So what I was looking at was trying to see if they were going to be able to get that rally in the first quarter, first half, get some touchdowns, get some march down the field a little bit, and they didn't. So once I saw them bouncing back during the second half, I was like, well, they're gonna have a little problem later on in the season if they remain a second half squad, especially with squads like the Chargers, because the Chargers came out firing on all cylinders. The defensive line was crazy. The freaking Chiefs offensive line crumbled from play one. They crumbled, like Mahomes getting sacked. He throwing ridiculous passes, but once I seen him getting comfortable in the pocket and he started looking like his old self, doing a little sidearm tosses and all that other good stuff, that's when they started to actually move the ball and the chains downfield. So if the Chiefs
And
don't
the
get
and the Chargers was out Keenan Allen yesterday. They was out without their number one receiver too.
yeah,
So that was another difference too.
which is a good thing for them because he'll be able to come back later on in the season and have fresh legs. So the Chiefs have one hell
So
of a
was this
schedule
the
coming
best?
up.
Was this the best game of the week, or was there a better game this week?
It's the
This
first
the
game of week
starter.
2.
It's the start of the week.
Okay.
Yeah. Monday night we got 2 football games on, so that should be interesting. But this kicked off the start of week 2, so Thursday night always kick off week 2.
And it was on Amazon Prime, right? Because that's where I
Yes.
watched it.
Oh, that was a lot of problems.
Talk about that.
Folks were very upset that they couldn't, because last Thursday we were able to watch it.
Because I watched it on Prime.
But last week it was on NBC.
Yeah.
But all the years before this, it's been on NBC.
Yeah.
Come Thursday night. You see what I'm saying? It's no problem. It's never a problem, especially for like local fans. Local fans have problem catching the game.
But who don't got a Fire Stick or Apple TV where they can just pull up Amazon Prime and watch
Hell,
it?
who ain't got Amazon nowadays?
That's all. Everybody has Amazon.
I don't got Amazon.
How are you getting
How
your
do you
life
order
together?
your goods?
Amazon putting everybody out of business.
Everybody and that's what folks are mad about. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not in like a sports package. A lot of people didn't pay for sports pack. Like a lot of fantasy fans, they didn't pay for sports packages. So they not necessarily got the Prime. They not watching movies. Their money is generated. They are really focused on sports. You know what I'm saying? So they got a lot of packages that don't include Prime. They ain't watching movies. They watching sports. You know what I'm saying? It's like the stock traders. They not watching stuff. They watching only, you know what I'm saying, what they do. So
outside of Thursday Night Football, Amazon Prime does have great movies.
Right. What does Amazon Prime got to do with football? That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong with sports fans. Because now all of a sudden they're forcing sports fans to stream everything. You see what I'm saying?
They gonna stay streaming everything anyway.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's not an all of a sudden thing. Like
people that's paying for cable, that's paying for cable. Now you got to pay for extra services.
Cable at this point.
Right. Only one person on the block should have cable.
And everybody got them signing.
Okay. Y'all not that. It was all on the radio. It was all on sports. And Jeff Bezos sitting up in the stands with the commissioner watching the game. You know what I'm saying?
He got Amazon Prime. He ain't worried about it.
I know he got Prime. That's why people was mad. Why he ain't at home trying to stream it like everybody else? You know what I'm saying? He forcing us to stream it. Why he ain't streaming it? You know what I'm saying?
I had no problem streaming it. So
Jeff Bezos got that. If I want to, I'll pay so I can walk around on the sidelines while y'all playing money.
Yeah, but it pissed a lot of people off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This ain't football. Now football, you got to watch it on. That's what I'm saying. Like all the local games.
Is every Thursday night game gonna be on Prime though? Because I think it may have just been like
no. He bought the rights to every. Yeah, he bought the rights to Thursday night football.
Yeah, I think that's a thing at this point.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's the way forward. So let's just be honest about where we are in life. Cable, like DirecTV and AT&T and all these other joints that got actual cable TV, that's becoming a thing of the past. More people have streaming platforms, and so they're really in competition with cable companies because more people are moving to streaming platforms than what they are sticking with cable. Like YouTube has an excellent platform.
Correct. But we are talking about old school football. We talking about old school. We talking about old school football fans. We talking about old school basketball and baseball fans. You see what I'm saying?
They gotta evolve.
Yeah, and all those people got kids who know how to stream. So there we go.
Come on now. How many people? All right, I'm gonna leave it alone.
I'm just saying that's like I give like DirecTV and these other types of cable platforms. I give them another 5, maybe 10 years at the most, and then they're gonna be out. A streaming platform is gonna buy them out. Hell, I get Netflix free with my cell phone service.
Yeah.
You know, I can get on
I get
Tubi.
HBO Plus. HBO Max free with our cell phone. So
you can get on Tubi, Peacock, and there's another one for free. All you gotta do is sign up. And then
it's
if
not
you can,
Philo, because I think you got to pay for Philo.
for which one?
Philo.
Yeah, but a lot of these platforms, like the three that I just named, you don't have to pay anything for them. You'll only pay for the services you want. There was another one that I had. I can't remember the name of it, but I would literally the package was like $5, and if I wanted to have like all the sports channels, it was another $5. So I'm paying $10 a month for about 36, 40 channels, and then I got the exact stuff that I want to watch. I don't have a plethora of crap that I never look at. Like I love History Channel, but I don't watch Nickelodeon anymore. So why am I going to pay for like a Nickelodeon channel? So all everything is getting pushed over to these streaming platforms, Netflix and Hulu and freaking Amazon Prime, all this type of stuff. That's where everything going. Unfortunately, that's technology and the way of the world right now. So old folks don't have to figure it out. They better go get a damn manual. Something. I don't know.
Not a manual.
Yeah, they better go read some shit.
Google it.
Google it. Man, I think my AC fan is broke because it's getting hotter than the Mickey Ficky in here. Jesus.
I
don't like that.
Not a Mickey Ficky.
But overall, I agree with you, Dirt. Charges at KC, absolutely wonderful game. Stayed at the edge of my seat. I was the only one with a KC shirt on last night.
Oh, where did you go?
So we got a place up here. It's called the Hacienda, and they have a drop down projector screen, and then they got a TV on the side. It's a small bar up here. We ain't got much, right? And that's where I went to watch it. But I'm the only one KC. Dude walked in with a Chargers jersey on, a Gates jersey, and then this other young lady. I don't know where she was coming from, but she's actually my neighbor across the street. I said young lady, but she's older. And she was like, "What do you know about football?" I was like, I am I getting in, what is this? Do I win a prize? Am I answering questions or what's happening here? And she was like, "What's the only team that's ever gone perfect for a season and won a Super Bowl? It might be before your time." You got me. And then in the back of my head, I was thinking the Dolphins, like Dan Marino era. The Dolphins. I was like, great, okay. Like, you know my team. I don't know what her team was. I was just like, yeah, I do. I know your team.
Oh Lord, I love people.
She had been killing bottles before she got over to
obviously.
But anyway, moving on. So we have to pause for a second to remember a great singer in the R&B community. We grew up listening to him, and he made us dance. He made us fall in love. He made us be honest about relationships. If you in a relationship, you know, as a man, you just don't treat a person you love bad, and how he feels so sad. But he was being
honest.
That
is not him. That is Donnell Jones that sang that.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
No, but favorite Jesse. No, you got Jesse Powell. You got his song stuck in my head earlier, and I can't get it out. And I've had like 7 or 8 different. Come on. So now I really ain't gonna get it out. Now I'm gonna have to get on YouTube later on and start playing a bunch of other songs. Get it out.
You gotta get it out your head.
Yeah, because I used to vibe to "Ooh, say what, say what, say what."
Yeah, shout out to him, man. He peacefully died at home at the age of 51. He was a Grammy nominee. You know, like we say, he best known for the song "You" that we all love and enjoy. Wanda, he got a couple other classics that he love.
He got a ton of classics, actually.
Yep.
Wanda, a big fan.
I love me some Jesse Powell. I was listening to him, trying not to break down. I was in the kitchen singing Gloria.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gloria. That is my jam. I was like, oh Lord, Jesus, take me now.
I didn't even know that he was a nominee for huge awards at one point, because the music scene changed as we were growing up. right? And we had some of the best music to come out during our evolution and growing up.
Bro, 90s R&B is
That
like,
it'll never be duplicated. We were
oh
yeah,
God.
So many babies made.
yeah.
So many babies
Oh
made.
my God.
You just don't say that. You don't
Oh
know.
my goodness. We grew up with the golden age of music, both hip hop, R&B, soul. We saw a whole bunch of different
Yes,
genres being created, neo soul, right? I'm just saying.
Yeah, we saw the genre change, like you said, man. It was great for music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
We, you know, everybody wasn't just one, like you say, like even for like the rap, it wasn't just like one style.
Oh,
You know what
that's
I'm saying?
good
It
too.
wasn't just gangster. It wasn't just East Coast, West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
right.
There was
The
no
South got
mumble
introduced.
R&B.
No mumble, straight storytelling. That's what it was. You know,
Yes.
that's what I got out of rap back in the day. Even the R&B music, you got a story tell. You know what I'm saying? You was right there. You know,
Listen.
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top in the street.
We
You see what I'm
don't
saying?
own the rights to
We
these
do
lyrics.
not own the rights to
I,
We
any
don't
of this
own the
music you
rights
hear
to
in this
this music,
I'm,
broadcast
Facebook.
at
I'm,
all.
Don't kick us
I'm
off
just
Period.
Facebook
I'm
and
just speaking on
YouTube.
I'm just speaking on music, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like them was just the lyrics, it was just a story tale. You was able to hop in the car with us and be like, damn, bro, you know, we in this drop top. You hear me? We cruising the
right.
street, you know. It was music.
Yep.
And that's
Yes.
what Jesse Powell did, man. He generated such good love, soul, and just good
Like,
hearted
you
music.
have been used in countless weddings. When I say billions and billions of weddings,
Yeah.
the song "You" is just like, it's a
Oh
staple.
man.
You gonna hear it at a wedding.
Yeah. How
Period.
many times you think a woman named Gloria then played that song?
Okay, that's my mother-in-law's name, so I hear it
Oh,
often.
she wake up to it, you know.
Facts. Facts. But
So
that so he was definitely a powerhouse in that movement. And they were vocalists. They were
yes,
vocalists. They
they
would
could
sound the same
sing.
on stage just
Yeah,
like they sound
Yes,
in the studio
correct,
without a
correct.
right.
break, without
Yeah.
a skip, without a question. They would do those
No
runs
auto
on stage.
tune.
No auto.
Without a without a sound check. They don't need no sound check.
Yeah, they
These
man.
guys going on verses talking about they sound check was messed up. They didn't get to do sounds. Boy,
Oh yeah,
stop it.
that was
Man.
Amarion said that
Stop
mess.
it.
I am
Stop it, man.
okay. Nobody listens to that watermelon eater. Anywho.
Ray J had a sound check and still sounded like he did. You
Oh
know what
my
I'm
oh yeah.
saying?
God. Till my baby's born.
Well,
My ba-
I'm
And
just
now
saying.
he's trying to redeem himself by throwing Kim under the bus. Like we don't know who she is and what she's done to
like,
get
we
where she
everybody
is. Like,
already know exactly what went on
Come
yeah,
there.
on, bro.
So
that's like
And
when
you was
Tevin
in on
Campbell.
that.
Yeah, that's like Tevin Campbell coming out and saying he was gay. Okay, motherfucker, we knew. You
well,
surprising.
speaking of Tevin, Usher just brought him out on a stage with him at a show not too long ago. And Tevin still got them vocals.
Of course.
They don't go nowhere.
Tevin still has those vocals. So I was like, well, all right then. Black only don't crack, but the vocals stay in track too.
Oh,
So
snaps. Okay.
And Tevin Campbell might blow squares, you know what I'm saying? So
he
he
looked
might
like
have
he might smoke a cigarette
that's
here or
what I'm
there.
saying. He
He
might have a
does.
pack of cools and still come out.
He
The
does.
Cadillac cools too, the ones that take 2 days of smoke with half an inch of ash hanging off. But yeah,
Oh man.
those guys, man, just wonderful
Good music.
artists. Jesse
Good
Yeah.
music.
Powell, beautiful voice.
Nothing
Imitate.
like
Try,
90s R&B. This 90s R&B has taken a great loss with this one.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And you can't imitate and act like Jesse Powell. It's impossible.
No.
No, it
It's
can't
impossible.
replicate that. No, you cannot.
No. I would have loved to see him and Brian McKnight do it versus though. I would have been
Hey, that would have been dope. I probably would have tried to get a plane ticket.
Man, that would have been a murder. I mean, no
what?
pun intended. I'm sorry. I don't
Damn,
know if
I
it's,
mean, too
but
soon, cuz
my bad. But I'm my bad. It just
I didn't even think about it until he said
me
it.
neither.
Too
Me neither.
soon.
Stop it. Yeah.
Whoa.
I think anyway, I think B McKnight would have won that hands down. You know what I'm
I
saying?
do.
With like
I do
Hey,
with
too.
just
look, he
with
probably
one
would
album.
have, but at
With
the
one
same
album.
time, well, yeah, because Brian McKnight had hits, and I mean Jesse Powell, he had a couple hits, but
It would have been
he,
good for music, what you were saying.
yeah,
Yeah, it would have been
yeah,
good for music. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
But Brian McKnight's whole freaking family has been involved in music for decades. Like Take Six, those are his cousins.
his sons can sing too.
Yeah.
Jesse got two sisters, Tamara and Neil Powell. They both singers as well.
Hmm. I'm gonna have
Yep.
to
Yeah,
look them up.
he got two sisters that sing as well.
All right. I'm gonna
So
have
he
to
come from a family of singers as well, But he the oldest. He the oldest. You know what I'm saying? So
Yep. But rest in peace, Jesse
yeah.
Powell, and condolences to his
So
family.
absolutely. Throw his picture up there again.
My heart is broken. Like
Why
it
is my
breaks.
computer so slow? Jesus, jumped up.
My-
Definitely appreciate everything that he contributed to the art, to music, to artists everywhere, to the industry, like
Facts.
and all the babies that was made because of him. So
Okay.
definitely appreciate him. But while we're talking about 90s R&B singers,
Mhm.
let's not pass up another brother that has done himself in pretty bad. Let's go ahead and delve into none other than Mr. R. Kelly and his convictions. Now, before we start talking about R. Kelly again, I have a legitimate question that I've never, well, let me not say I've never, but I haven't gotten I don't know if it's true or not,
Mhm.
but I heard that dude couldn't read.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that his reading isn't that great.
yeah, I heard that as well.
Yeah, he did say his reading isn't par. It isn't,
That's
grade
amazing.
Mhm.
level.
That's absolutely amazing to me.
He got 30 ball, jig.
Yeah, so thank you for saying that, pulling me back, because I finna start going down that path about like, man, hey, wait a minute, how you had that much money and you ain't take a hot second to go take some night classes to become
He
one
didn't
of them.
want to pay for
But
Hooked on Phonics.
right,
For him anyway, maybe for the people he was, but he
so let's not make any mistake about it and not beat around the bush. Excuse me, but R. Kelly was also a very influential singer during the 90s era and had a lot of
mm-hmm.
great hits.
Yep.
Um, took Aaron Hall style, but that's another topic, another story for another time.
Wait,
Y'all
wait,
don't
wait.
remember Aaron Hall?
I
I
do, but
remember Aaron Hall, but we will definitely go back to that later.
Kells
But
is definitely
yeah,
the
I'm not
genius.
gonna agree with that
Oh
statement.
my gosh. Y'all don't remember R. Kelly first album? It was nothing but Aaron Hall.
Kells was the genius, man. Kells was
Uh,
the man behind all that, man. Come
Oh
on, man,
my
dog.
gosh.
it,
Yeah,
Jig,
it
you're
was
not gonna
let
sit
me
here
write
and do
that
that.
down. R.
You're
Kelly.
not gonna sit here and do that, Jig.
I'm
yeah,
gonna
we will
have
talk
to do
about that at
it.
a later date, but I'm not gonna
Look,
agree with that
from the
statement.
bald head to the style, when R. Kelly first came out, now his style evolved through the years, but when R. Kelly first came out, he was pushing an Aaron Hall. I'm sorry, everybody. I just
Uh,
flew to St. Louis. An Aaron Hall style. It was Aaron. Go back and listen to like his first few joints. It's Aaron Hall
We're not
all
supposed to
day,
listen to it
every
right
day.
now.
I get you. I get you. I get you.
I'm gonna write this down.
I can see the similar. I see the similarity, but
R. Kelly versus
Kells has
Aaron Hall.
always been a genius, bro. Like a musical, like
He's definitely a musical
genius.
genius. He ain't that smart in real life, but he's a musical genius.
Dude is a musical genius.
He is.
So you can say the same thing about Trey Songz. Trey Songz ain't nothing but R. Kelly. If you listen to all Trey Songz stuff, R.
Ooh,
Kelly can write that.
get that to Trey Songz. He ain't got the same vocals that R. Kelly got.
Oh, not the vocals. I'm talking about the songs, the style.
Oh
That's
yeah, yeah,
Kells. Kells
absolutely,
did that. That's Kells.
absolutely. Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. I agree with that all day, all day.
But Tricky Trey got his own little.
Why ain't
Yeah.
nobody commenting today? Where y'all comments at?
Oh, good point. I ain't even jumped into the comments.
Ain't nobody saying nothing tonight.
Um, And I think we might be on a delay because of it. We might have been hit with a little copyright because of lyrics that was put out. I don't know. I'm not. I'm not looking at
No,
Facebook.
it feels like we
Oh,
live
is it?
on Beasley
All right. Well,
on the
anyway.
blue app. We are still
Yeah.
good.
Hey, I got
So
another question though, man. Do
yeah.
y'all think he got too much time?
So what you got, Wanda? And then I'll follow up after that.
The one, the whole I just went in
It
her.
did.
I,
It
Yeah,
did.
like,
It did.
did he get too much time? What about the time he took for them little girls? I mean,
Ooh. Okay.
okay, I'm just asking.
I can't say that he got too much time.
Cause
Okay.
like I say, go ahead, G. What you got to say, and then I'll comment.
So let's remember that he was also prosecuted in the state of New York,
Mm-hmm.
and he got 30 years from that.
And Minnesota.
And I don't
And
remember how much
Chicago.
time. Yeah, I don't remember how much time he got in each respective state. But what I do know is this case, he got 30 years, and I think this might be federal that he's looking at. So there is no tariff on federal time. If you get 10 years, you serve 10 years.
Right.
With state, the sentencing can be reduced. Fed, you got to run that out. You got to run them numbers. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Mm-hmm.
So he's potentially looking at 60-ish years, right? In different areas of the state. So, since Wanda threw that question, or she actually answered that question out like that, like, nah, he didn't get too much time because he knew what he was doing and he didn't have to continue through with act. And I think I said that once before. He talked about the traumas that he had gone through from his mama and what's going on, Jay, and the relationships that he had with his mom and how he felt, blah blah blah. So he knew he had an issue, but he
Right.
still acted on it, and that was the problem. Did it sound like somebody popped in?
It
But
did. I like.
right, but
That's hey, y'all loud, bro. Y'all gotta go up. Sorry, y'all can't come down here. I'm sorry. Go
you're
ahead.
good, girl.
You're good.
So just because you have an illness doesn't justify the action. A mental illness doesn't always justify the actions.
Can write that down.
Yeah, depending on where you are with that, right? So he's a cognitive being, R. Kelly, and he might have been struggling with something, but he didn't have to act on it.
I mean, there's so much therapy and help out here. If you feel like
Right.
you're struggling with something, go get you some help.
I mean,
But on these convictions, there was one conviction that was not upheld. So out of all the convictions, there was one
One
Yeah.
count.
there was one that he was acquitted from.
So he
let
had
me
multiple child. Go ahead, cousin.
I was just gonna pose this question to y'all. Like, he never like kidnapped no chick, like snatched them up and all that. They said he held them in the basement and all that, and they couldn't leave. And I understand that, but and these grown women. I'm talking about back to these little girls. It was a lot of family incidents in there too. You know what I'm saying? A family
I agree, and
involvement.
I absolutely agree that the parents should be put on
That's
trial
no
as well.
problem. You know what I'm saying? So they charge Kells with all that, with the families knowing. You know what I'm saying? Willingly, they had to be somewhat of a part of it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but his
So,
enablers didn't get any time either.
but
His
that's what I'm
enablers
saying.
got
So
his enablers were off. They got let off.
the people on his staff. So we saying go
Yeah,
get help
yeah, yeah.
and things of this nature. Go get help and all this. But everybody around you and your staff and the little girl family. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know about all the situation. It's like,
Yeah, so the case
oh,
in Chicago, the girl wanted to remain anonymous, so they
Right.
referred to her as Jane Doe. Said that she performed sexual acts at 15, had actual sex at 16, and it went on for years after that. So being a girl, and I know it's easy to be sneaky when, but my parents always knew where I was.
Shit, we knew where you were. You was with
before the
family.
before the before the before the trackers, before you can, you know what I'm saying, had trackers on everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody
Right,
was
but I'm just like, why are the parents are definitely? I feel like they should definitely be held way more accountable than they are. And what's up, Trav? Um,
What's going on,
like
Trap?
these 16,
put up.
17, well, 16, 15, 14-year-old girls at a grown man house. Where was that happening? Like, who's letting that happen? That
Right.
is my question. Like,
And that's the
Right.
only reason why I posed that question. 'Cause I don't think he should have got that much time with it. Because everybody
so
that
how
got
much
up on
time
the
do you feel
stand,
like would have been adequate?
I honestly I think he should have got 30 overall for all from all three states. If
Well,
if that.
I disagree. I disagree respectfully because I think the motherfucker should have been thrown under the prison, personally. Um, and the reason why is because of the lives that he's destroyed, the innocence that he's taken, knowingly over a prolonged amount of time. Now,
But
I'm
that's
not
what
excluding.
I'm
I'm
saying.
not excluding the family either. Don't get me wrong,
But
because
that's who the victims go back home to. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
We lock this man up, but they go
yeah,
back home to this situation. You know what
right,
I'm saying? It's like
right. I agree with you that family members should also uh pay some of that retribution as well
Yeah,
because
that
they
restitution,
yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with you, because but I don't think he
But
got enough time.
if you Google R. Kelly's net worth, it's negative. It's
Yeah,
in
he
the
been hit.
negative.
They didn't bopped him over the
right.
head.
They
So
didn't seize his
so
commissary money. They didn't seize his account in
Yeah,
jail and everything. So
yeah.
come on, bro.
and
They
evidently
didn't bop him over the head.
he was recently injured in jail. So he's trying to say that he can't travel for the other cases and he want to do it via Zoom.
Well, because he's a chomo, and that's what they call him, right? That's because those are the cases against him. Once you get there, you got you know everybody can see your papers. They know what you're in there for. It ain't a secret,
Correct,
especially in
correct.
a high profile case like his. So it's it's a horribly sad situation, especially when we go back and we think about him. We take time to think about what he did contribute to the R&B culture, what he contributed to our culture. But like Wanda said, like how much time did he take away from the girls? And they can't get that back. And he directly contributed to that purposely.
Mm-hmm.
So some of his charges, multiple child pornography charges. He was acquitted on one count each of conspiracy to obstruct justice,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 out of 5 counts of enticement, along with two counts of receiving child pornography.
So who was giving him the child pornography?
So pornography stuff he got acquitted on. Say again, one.
I said, who's giving
Say
him child
again.
pornography? Why aren't they being held accountable as
They
well?
should be they should be shackled to him. They should be
Absolutely.
shackled to him.
Yeah.
I agree.
But here's the question that everybody really wants the answer to. Are y'all still listening to R. Kelly?
I don't. Oh, am I? Am I going to listen to R. Kelly?
Are
DL
you still
Hughley.
listening to R. Kelly?
DL Hughley summed it up in an interview.
Hey, cousin Beverly.
And there was a person who asked him, "Are you still going to listen to R. Kelly?" And DL Hughley said, "Hell yeah, I still sing the national anthem."
Right.
So
What?
if we gonna play by those rules, let's play by those rules.
Gotcha. All right. Understood.
I agree with DL on that. Yeah, I'm
I'm with
still
it.
listen to Kills because I got very, very great fond memories that was made from listening to R. Kelly, from being at basement parties when we was younger to hanging out on the block.
Dry grounding on them nice young
That's
ladies.
when see what I'm saying? That's when Hey, yeah, being
Out there
managed.
grinding on them nice young ladies.
That's back
Right.
when everybody was either if you was a girl, you was fast. If you was a young boy, you was managed. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Everybody wanted a Jeep because of R. Kelly. You
You hear
know?
me?
you right,
Hey,
Matt. Okay,
y'all put
I'm
in the
not. We're not
comments.
going.
Do
I'm not
y'all
going
still?
there.
Everybody put in the comments if they still listen to Kels and if y'all think he should have
Are
got
y'all
less
still
time or
listening to
more time.
Kels?
Let us know. Let us know.
All
Comment
10
on that.
people that are watching.
Yeah, because I don't trust our eye count anymore. Because when I go back and I look at our analytics, it say like we had 28, 30, 50 plus viewers. But then I look at here and it ain't saying the same thing. So I don't know. But yeah, answer that
So,
question.
I don't know.
Answer that
So,
question.
are y'all listening to Kels? Yes or no?
Are
Yeah or
y'all
no?
still gonna rock with the
I
Kels?
mean, I'm just gonna put it out there. The Chocolate Factory and TP3 and
Man,
TP2, and those were just bops, and they will forever be bops. And as soon as my husband come on, all of those will be played. So, anywho,
Calm down over there. Whoa. Whoa. How many weeks has it been? Cuz god dang.
it's forever. Oh my
It
God!
ain't.
Yes, it is.
It's only September.
He left what? August? Early August? Early August.
It's only September. That's all I'm saying.
Mid September. He left early August. It's over a month. No. No, no, no.
Yeah, I know some people won't be listening to R. Kelly, but I
All
will
right. I
continue.
mean, to each his own. Do what you do. Do your thing.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So with that being said, to each their own. Let's jump into the next topic. Dang, this hour went by fast.
It sure
Uh,
did.
so everybody at this point should be familiar with, if you haven't heard about it, a 12-year-old destroying his mom's house over what was
15.
alleged a phone. Well, we'll get to the second part in a second, right?
Wasn't he 15? I think he was 15, wasn't he?
Let's stop. Yeah, but let's walk that in a second, because the initial story was a 12-year-old who destroyed his mom's home over a phone. So
Uh-huh.
I'll put that out there, and I'll share the screen and play the video of what it actually looked like. All right, so here we go. Oh, let me take the banner down. My bad. So we can see everything. Oh shit. This screen. There you go. This is the house. I don't know what happened. Okay.
Support system.
Jeez.
Support Simpson moment right there, y'all. So he's like,
This is a view of the whole house. Look at that. That's
That little couple
devastation.
looking ain't gonna have many years of bad luck broken all those mirrors.
I done seen enough.
Yeah, let's go ahead and
I would have
get
just
into this.
moved out and gave my deposit.
Now let's talk about this. Let's go ahead and get into it.
You ready?
Yep.
All right, give me a second. Let me get it together. All right. Let's get into it. let's get into it.
While mom is busy recording what's going on, I wouldn't have had time to record nothing because I'll be too busy with my foot of said person's butt. Like, ain't no way I'm finna record this and this individual is still alive in my home.
Understandable.
It's too early to be talking about murder. I know, and death.
It's too early to be talking about what?
Murder and death.
Oh, well,
No, it ain't. Because Buddy, if he was in my household, y'all would have been getting that phone call. LaWanda in jail, but we done made arrangements for little Buddy. He gonna be in a family plot.
now
He gonna have to be cremated because it won't be. Yeah, none of that. No, Buddy would have. No. Nope. Nope. No.
So
Yeah, overall
ahead,
bad
cuz.
situation. Go ahead.
No,
G.
you got it. I follow. I'll follow.
I was just saying, overall bad situation. You know what I'm saying? The mother came out and she spoke later on about the mental health aspect that our son has, and that he was what 6'5", 270 or something, someone Norman size.
6 foot. And so this is pushing the conversation forward a
So
little.
what y'all saying is a Draco wouldn't work because he's 6 feet?
No.
But this
So
your child though. This your child though.
Was
so
he my
so
child when
he
he tore my house up?
Yeah, because evidently this one of his first time of doing this craziness. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay. So if that's the case, why not have a backup plan? You know how he's gonna react. So why not, come up with a different plan on what you're gonna do to, I guess he was getting punished for something.
but evidently, this is the situation. This is what happens every time he gets punished, or every time something don't go his way. The mother reacts in the same situation. You see what I'm saying? So this didn't just start.
okay.
This been going on since he was 5, 2. All
Well,
that good
Buddy would
stuff.
have had to find somewhere else to live. Buddy would have been in a group home
Go ahead,
with
G.
people with like-minded folks.
That's we'll get to that in a second. So I watched the other video because the mother actually did do I think it was a Twitter, and it was either Twitter or TikTok, but she came out and she said that first off, the person that recorded the video wasn't supposed to release it, or whoever she shared the video with, they weren't supposed to release it, and she felt betrayed. And she also went on to describe her son, who was 6 foot tall, 270 pounds. That's a big dude. That's a big dude. And
Why is your 12-year-old?
he's 15 years old. He's actually 15 years old. And
That's
he
what I'm saying.
suffers from
Where his daddy at? Because if he had a daddy,
well, hold on. Let's get there in a second. But he suffers from mental health issues, right? And I'm glad you hit that point like right off the bat, because where is his dad? Right. And like Dirt was saying over here, actually, why wasn't this behavior checked at a younger age, regardless of whether or not he has mental instabilities? Just because a person has mental instabilities, you first off, there is special training that's available to parents with children who suffer from mental disorders, right? And it teaches the parents how to be patient, and it teaches the parents how to actually meet them where they are and how to issue out consequence versus an action, right? Equally, so to make sure that they understand it. And clearly she's missed all of these classes. Now, I'm not blaming his actions on her. What I am saying, however, is to your point, Wanda, where's the father? And to your point, Dirt, why wasn't this behavior corrected earlier on? Because it could have been. and this could have been avoided. Where has she been spending her time? And I'm not saying that she's a negligent parent in any stance whatsoever, but if you have a child that has mental illness, that's struggling with mental disabilities, whatever you want to call it, it's up to the parent to make sure that they educate themselves on how to properly take care of that child. Gone are the days where you just call this a demon or a spirit and you try to beat the hell out of them. Right?
The blood of Jesus.
I still believe in beating the hell out of it, but
I'm not going
to. That was abuse back in the day. We got abused.
We got abused.
We got abused back in the day.
But you're alive.
I'm with it,
though, and y'all are all productive members of society. Let's unpack this real quick.
Go ahead, talk about it.
Y'all claim that y'all were beaten, but you both are adult, productive members of society. You're taking care of your families. You are not in jail. You ain't out here abusing nobody. You ain't out here crazy. Because you got your ass beat. You learn right from wrong.
So
by way of ass whipping.
You got your ass beat. What you said.
So are we successful and productive and so on and so forth because of or in spite of?
I would put my money on because I mean
for me, I never got whoopings. I was more terrified. You see what I'm saying? So for like my wife, she ain't stealing the boys, she get on them. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, why you be on them? She was like, perfect example. She was like, because one day they gonna be bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna have this same mentality. So she instilled it in them now that I'm mama. I'm always gonna, you know what I'm saying? So when they get 6 foot, 270 pounds, they ain't finna come in here tripping with mama when daddy ain't around, when grandma ain't around, or somebody in the village ain't around. It's just you and mama. You know what I'm saying? You gotta respect mama first and foremost. And that's what the mothers need to instill. You ain't gotta beat your kid to instill that in them. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let them know. Check them. It's a certain thing called check.
Yeah.
Whoa,
I
bro,
will chin check your ass. You keep coming over here with that mess, okay? But
I can look at the twins. Back in the day, your mama can look at you crazy. I can look at the twins right now and crazy, and they gonna be like, you know what I'm saying? On some damn, dude's gonna start a while. You hear me? Like, let me tell you, like you knew.
Yeah,
because it was instilled in you instead of. Go ahead, Jay. My bad.
No, you good because I'm with you because again the question becomes: are you productive, a good person, and successful because you got beat and abused, or in spite of being?
I don't feel like I was abused.
Well, all I'm gonna say is I have a scar at the ripe young age of 42. I have a scar on my leg still from when I got whooped with an extension cord.
Right.
I never got a whooping with an extension cord. So
I got whooped in my playroom. You see what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff with an extension cord. We got whooped in our playroom. Traumatized.
Well,
I can talk about it to this day. Correct. But I ain't need to get no extension cord.
That's abuse.
Was that the closest thing they had?
No, he could have punched me in my chest or something, threw his shoe at me or something.
Then you would have had an asthma attack and died.
The closest thing he had was the art of communication.
I damn near died that day. I can tell you that.
You didn't.
I used to see some of the thing when we used to live with them. I saw some shit go down, and I was like, I ain't ever getting in trouble at this house ever.
So you can instill some
shit. Get me.
You can instill some stuff in kids, you know what I'm saying, to where they don't. Is up to the children to choose that path. You know what I'm saying? You learn right then. You know what I'm saying? You already know right from wrong, so you learn right then.
They should have tagged this little boy ass before he got to this point.
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
That's it right there. It shouldn't have got to this point.
It should never have gotten to this point. again, there are classes
And she
for
probably
parents.
had just went grocery shopping too when he gonna flip the dog on refrigerator over. Bro would have been catching these hands. I don't care how big he is.
And you
So
know what? But your response would be understandable. I'm not saying it's justified. It'd be understandable because you would have been at a high level of sensitivity. Your whole house is turned
in shambles. It's in shambles.
right.
Your whole life. You got to go back and literally pick shit up from square one. You got to clean everything back up. You got to
Then you got
walk
to deal with this
outside.
little bad luck MF because he done broke all the mirrors in the house.
Your neighbors
So
looking at you crazy.
I can tell you like this, man. I drive after I get out work. You know, I'm a laborer, so after I get out work, I drive for daycare in the afternoon. I drive for this daycare, and I pick these students up every day. And the one student I pick up, they like, oh man, he's a handful. You know, he does this and that, and whoopty woo, what the why. I put this kid in my van. I pop in that kid's bop. You know what I'm saying? And my dude just rock out. You know what I'm saying? He artistic. You know what I'm saying? They say he's the biggest problem we had. Man, I pop that kid's bop in every day. He get in the car and he just rock and just vibe out to the music. It's 14 songs on this track. By the time I end my route, I'm at 12. You see what I'm saying? And he done rocked out the whole time. He done went to sleep. He done woke up and he right back. I know when I'm sitting at a stoplight and my van rocking, he rocking. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a way to calm, you know what I'm saying, the beast, as people would say, when someone get out of control or get in that anger mode, it's always
Yeah.
a way to
Don't
it's
get me
always a
wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't communicate because I definitely do. But after I didn't communicate it and you still decide to do what you know you're not supposed to do
right.
after we've already communicated, then there's a problem. Because I know, like, okay, my baby was having issues on her transportation to school. She came home, mommy, this boy put his hands on me. First of all, why is the boy putting a hand on my child? What did the cab driver do? Cab driver didn't do nothing. Bet mommy's gonna be up early in the morning so we can handle this. So the the transportation pulls up, the door opens. So I'll come off my porch at this point. Another little child in the van was like, "Ooh!" So I already know Buddy didn't touch my child.
Right.
So I walked up. So the cab driver was finna try to pull off. I was like, roll that window down, Buddy. Go ahead and roll. I'm like, why are you letting the child? I'm communicating. I'm not doing what everybody think I should probably do. I'm
Right.
communicating with my words. I'm like, why are you letting somebody put their hands on my child? Your job is to get my child to and from school safely. If somebody's putting their hands on my child, you're not doing your job. And now we have a problem. So then the little boy looking, I'm like, so you put your hands on my baby? He like, you know, I'm like, first of all, sir, you don't know me, but I'm going to tell you this. I don't play about mine. Those two, I don't care who you playing with, who you touching. You don't touch them two. Either one of them. He like, yes, ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm like, so today they come home. They didn't move the little boy on a whole nother bus. He done told them that he don't want to get on that van no more.
I want to see that crazy lady in the morning.
No, get your little bad ass on there. You want to bully somebody, kids? Damn it, get your ass on there.
Exactly.
Shit.
But I mean, like I said, I can communicate effectively to get stuff done. But it's the point to where when that child is not responding to verbal communication, physical communication must be done.
See where you're going with that.
Is all I'm saying.
I get you.
Look at all the kids who didn't get whoopings because timeout was the answer. Now look at our youngins. Look at what we got. Candy, they have no character because they have nothing to be.
And like I say, cuz I totally agree with you with whoopings. I don't agree with abuse. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit went overboard.
I didn't say abuse. Whoopings are necessary.
But that's what I'm saying. Back in the day, it was abuse. Nowadays, You know, so a lot of kids got abused
I
back
feel
in the
like you
day.
have
So they like, I
character.
ain't whooping my kids. I ain't whooping my kids when I get grown. You know what I'm saying? That's
Mm-hmm.
And now
that's what
look
we
at them.
that's
They
what
out
we
here
come up
stealing
with.
kids.
I don't
Huh?
whoop my kids.
I don't
Now look at them.
that's
They
what,
out here stealing kids. Stealing
no,
kids
it's what it's the morals at home.
and
It's what
out
they
here
see
wearing
and how
hoodies
they
in
conduct
100-degree
themselves.
weather.
Yeah, that's
That's what
just
they're out here doing.
that's they fool. It's like, oh my God. I went through that shit not too long ago. My oldest was wearing a hoodie and it was like 110. And I was like, baby, for what?
My baby
Exactly.
do that. My baby do that, but I know she ain't finna go out here and steal nothing. She ain't finna go out here
Yeah,
and
yeah.
rob nothing. She ain't finna be out here. You know what I'm saying? Because we work for her. We work over
Y'all
here.
whooping these kids is making them soft, and we are coming up with some medicated
Who
cotton
think that,
kids.
cuz?
So
And
so are you saying that whooping your kids makes them strong?
absolutely, it builds character.
No, it don't.
I'm gonna have to think about that one for a bit.
And
I
And
don't know.
then
honestly, like
I
I
don't
really
know.
feel like our generation, like
I don't know if I can agree
legit,
with that.
I
like
can't. That's the next
oh my
topic right
god,
there.
Yeah,
That's the
let's
next
we
topic.
can
We
definitely.
can't.
I mean, we can talk about it all day. I'm still gonna
No,
feel the way I feel because
because
like
whooping the kid. I like I say, I don't disagree with the
y'all still
whooping.
on the abuse tip. I'm not saying abuse your kid.
People go
Spanking.
overboard when they get the whooping. A whooping
I
can
mean,
turn
then
into a
that
whooping can turn
individual need
into
to check and figure out what their problem is because there's something deeper in them.
no, but it's
So
because I done told you, I done told you, I done told you, and
okay, so
now
how many
it's to
times
the
do I need
point
to tell
where.
you? How many times do I need to tell you?
But that's what I'm saying. It's to the point then where they
So who's not getting frustrated when they're repeating themselves over nonsense?
But again, you're talking to children.
you
Children don't
talking to
have the same
kids.
level of
I mean,
communication.
and then you meet them where they're at, like we talked about before. But
But that
How
don't
many
I'm
mean
not
people?
gonna keep.
How many people go to
Okay,
work
so
every day and they
if
boss
they're
got to
if
tell
you
them the
have your
same shit
child
every
and
know
he's
as
like,
adults?
don't touch that stove, it's hot.
man.
Don't touch that stove, it's hot. Don't touch the stove, it's hot. So you're
That's a
gonna
good.
let the baby burn
This a good
itself rather
topic.
than spank the hand and be like, don't touch that stove.
Pop the hand. Pop the hand. Don't pop them all on the back and on top of the head, and you know what I'm saying. And that's what I'm
Now,
saying.
now y'all fools, I remember like if you all like this moving out the way and I'm swinging at your hand and you doing all this, whatever I hit is on you. Stand
Oh
See,
my
still.
God.
see,
Oh
that's
no.
what I'm saying. Cause that's more
Oh
the anger
no.
issue. That's more the anger issue
Oh
that our
yeah, it
parents
is.
dealt with. It's just it's pure frustration. It's just anger at that point.
That
Mine is soft
It
is
ain't
what
no
I'm sounding
whooping.
like right now.
It ain't about discipline at that point. It's about
is.
I'm mad.
I'm mad. Not
I'm
only
mad.
am I mad, but I've been out in the world dealing with these motherfuckers. I can't take my aggression and anger out on these other bastards.
You
But
can't
the first thing I'm finna get my hands on, I'm finna release some motherfucking
stand.
blood.
You ain't doing it to your boss at work. You ain't doing it to the other co-worker. You know what I'm saying? It's
Oh, I'll pop a coworker too. Please don't get it twisted.
Calm down, killer down, we gotta maintain
Don't get
these
it twisted.
careers.
Don't get it twisted. Now, I'm not a killer, but don't push me. It's all
Right.
I'm saying.
For
It's
sure.
all I'm saying.
I get it, but I don't know. I don't know if whipping children or even if it pushes over to
We will discuss that at a later time. That's a
feel.
good
let's
topic, and we will
let's
discuss
do
it at a
I
that.
later time.
I'm
wrote it
with that.
down.
So we're about an hour and 15 in. So
I wrote it down, and I'm going to. Yeah, we
I'm
definitely
just
got to come
saying,
back to that because that's a lot. That's a
I
lot.
got whoopings for stuff that wasn't even my fault.
I did too. Candy
I
used
ain't
to get
never
me in
been
trouble all
locked
the
up.
damn time.
I finished school. I have a job. I have a home I take care of. I have people that I take care of.
But is
I
it
mean,
because
I
of,
am.
or is it in spite of?
I really don't think there's a difference. There's not a difference.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this one.
Absolutely, we can.
We definitely coming back to this one. We
We
definitely coming back to
can.
this one. I think it's a very relevant conversation, especially for our community. Because unfortunately, sometimes there's parents that take pride in how much they can beat the hell out their kids. And
the motherfuckers still.
And I'm like, what parent wants to whoop their child? Nobody wants to go home and whoop their child.
Look, them motherfuckers huddle in a little circle talking about, I beat the hell out that bastard.
Because they know they kid bad. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some kids you can beat the hell out of them, and they still gonna be bad.
Because it's not the proper form of
it's the home.
Anyway, we'll talk about that later.
Anyway.
All right, so since we're talking about this, let's go ahead and move on to our favorite topic of what's got you effed up this week. Young lady right here, she done blew it her life.
Her hip broke.
Peril.
That's
the second time this week I've used that word peril. That's funny.
Her hip broken. It's broke.
She's done. Her whole life, like, I bet you her dude was like, don't take that goddamn ladder outside, Nancy. It's wet outside, Nancy.
She was mad.
Nancy to put that ladder on some uneven ass, soft ass ground and climbed up to the first run.
Poor Nancy. Poor Nancy.
Anyway, Juan, let's start off with you. We got you effed up this week.
Oh, you gonna start with me this week? All right. What got me effed up this week is all these grown ass people upset about a black Ariel. Let's talk about it, shall we? All right.
Wow.
Ariel is a mermaid. Mermaids are fictional. And she just happened to be black in the movie with locks. And the white folks is upset. They is mad. So I'm trying to get my words because I'm not trying to get canceled. I'm not trying to get canceled real quick. Yeah. Because I feel like we're getting black girls are finding representation in the media, and the white girls are upset. Why? I don't know. I mean, they try to be us and imitate us any day, all day, but when we take on a role that they are supposed to have, it's a problem. So you can take and imitate us all day long, but when it's our turn and we just happen to do it better because we put seasoning on everything, we put that shit on everything, and y'all mad. Like, stop. What are you mad for?
All right. Let it go.
LIG. Let it go.
I have seen a ton of people on TikTok this week, like, seriously trying to have philosophical debates about a fictional fucking character.
And the funny thing is, I've seen so many funny memes. They're like, out of all the black people y'all threw in the ocean, y'all don't think one of them turned into a mermaid?
Saw that one too.
And they didn't whitewash Jesus. They didn't whitewash Betty Boo. They didn't whitewash Cleopatra.
Moses.
They didn't. Okay. Doggone Prince of Persia is white. Do they know where Persia is?
The Last Samurai.
They didn't yellow face the white folks.
Johnny Depp played a Native American in the damn movie.
He did. He played Tonto.
But
now it's a problem.
Oh, my bad.
Now it's a problem. White folks, get yourself together because we here.
But it's more than just white folks, because I've been hearing a lot of melanated people going back and referencing, well, the original author, blah, 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 blah. They were white. And if you look in their actual manuscripts, if you look at the original story, it talks about fair skin. And in the back of my head, I'm thinking like, man, shut the fuck up. Right? So everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to figure out how to have a win. Everybody wants to be right. But everybody actually, like, especially with topics like this, because in my head, I'm thinking $100 billion to motherfuckers in Ukraine and Mississippi is still struggling with water. you're arguing issues about a fictional fucking character, and you want to be right.
A human fish.
And people are genuinely wanting to be right about this freaking topic, and it's fictional. When we've got citizens in Mississippi that are struggling with water, we still got people in Flint, Michigan, who don't trust the government, although they say the water's clean. They won't drink the water. Shit, I ain't had potable water in my house for over a month. And again, we've sent over $100 billion to fucking Ukraine.
Where the hell we get $100 billion from? Ain't we in a deficit? But anywho, that's what he's talking about.
All right.
Okay. The Little Mermaid was the first movie I ever seen in theaters. My aunt Kat took me and my sister to go see it, and I loved it. And I can't wait to go see this one in March 2023. Hallie, Hallie did her thing,
Bailey.
And just the teaser from it gave me goosebumps. So I'm super excited to go see it. I'm gonna take my girls to go see it. Probably take some of my little friends too, but I'm excited for it. But what got me effed up is the people mad at a fictional character. Get over it.
Yeah, you spot on with that. I was gonna use that, but you beat me to it, cuz. You beat me to it.
Get over it.
Dirt, what you got? I'm gonna have to figure out what it is for me until because Juan beat me to it.
Oh, mine easy. I'm 40 plus years old, and I ain't never watched a football game on Prime. Goddamn me. So I'm like the rest of America. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never watched a Thursday night football game. Thursday night football been on since the '80s. You never watched it on Prime. That's America. This is America's game. You see what I'm saying? This is a pastime for everybody. Stop it, man. Get out of here with that. And for me having Amazon, no, I don't have Amazon because I go straight to the site that I want to purchase something from, and I purchase it from that site. I don't go to. I'm a slim guy. I can't be slim. Can't be getting with that stuff that might not be authentic or from China or from somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? I got to go straight to the site and get mine because I know what I wear in my size, and you know what I'm saying. So put football back on NBC. You know what I'm saying, and make America great.
Cousin, I got Prime. You can come over and watch the game with me.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
We'll work a deal, cuz I might send you some information to help you out in that situation.
I'm just saying.
You can come over and watch it with me. I love to spend time with you.
I only need Prime to watch football. That's bad.
Only on Thursdays.
That's bad.
Y'all should make a thing out of it. We can actually move our meeting to Thursdays, and
we can watch football.
We can watch football together.
I'm just saying. That's what got me effed up this week.
Okay.
I feel you, cousin. Although I cannot relate, I feel you.
Right, because I got Amazon Prime. Damn it!
I'm just saying, who don't got Prime?
Y'all not football fans. Y'all not football.
I'm a football fan.
I'm an Amazon fan.
Not like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this uncivilized. It's unethical. You know what I'm saying? I can use them words in this term. You know, it's not right. It's not right.
Because I mean, again, we got to look at the way the population, majority of the population, is evolving, and we're moving away from cable at this point.
But not just cable. But like you said, I'm paying for a service that I don't use, so I'm gonna pay for this service that I'm gonna use only on a Thursday. For 16 weeks.
If you get Prime, you can use it after that. You can order you a water pick. You can order all kinds of stuff.
You can order everything.
You can order your groceries. You can order.
So I can't go to the water free site and
my skin's so smooth right now because I ordered my black soap off of
my dude.
Keith, you better watch your mouth.
What's up, nephew? Look, I ordered my black soap off of Amazon.
You go to the barber shop and get that.
You can but I want I want them big ass blocks because I'm putting my whole body in that shit. I
You
love
go to the barber shop. Your
nah.
local.
I ain't got no barbershops near me.
See, that's what I'm saying, man.
The
See,
closest barbershop to people that look like
And
us that
you ain't
cut
got
hair
Prime
is
near
2 hours
you, so
north.
just come to my house and we.
But
I
you
got
can
you.
get a streaming service and you can buy NBC for like $2.99.
It was just messed up. It's okay. So I'm gonna say it like
But
this,
you
Jig.
still
It's
got to
going.
watch it though, right? You still got
I'm
to
gonna say
watch
it.
it, right?
I got to watch it, but it's like this, Jig. You going to your favorite karaoke joint, going to karaoke. You know on Thursday it's karaoke. You go to karaoke, they got a live band playing. No karaoke.
So in a very
You
similar
gonna be.
in
Go
a
ahead. Go
very
ahead.
similar situation, I went to karaoke one Tuesday some a while ago, and my favorite karaoke DJ Mal that was on not too long ago. So I used to just go up to her and we'd either have to write our stuff down on a little note and give it to her or tell her what we was going to sing. She all digital now. You got to download an app. What do? I move with the times. I download the app.
Which means you need to download Prime, sir.
You.
Get it together.
I don't use Prime. You see what I'm saying? So that's like okay. I should have just said a cable service that y'all don't need, that y'all don't use. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't use it. Why do I need it?
And
They got
you're gonna
So you
use
can
it
watch
now because they
football.
got Thursday night football. You're gonna use it now.
so in 2022 of this year, that just came a thing,
It did.
and nobody knew that Bezos bought out Prime. I mean, bought out Thursday night football. Nobody knew.
It's been
So that was
advertised
a
on Prime for months
You could have
what's
Googled
that?
it.
But
that
I mean,
Thursday night football was
but
gonna
that's
be
what
on
I'm
Prime.
saying.
It's been advertised on Prime for a
Every
while.
but every right. So was the game last week. You see what I'm saying? The game last week was advertised on Prime, but it was on Channel 5. It was on the local channel just like any other week.
For sure.
Well,
I get what you're saying. So they probably should have done a bit of a transition period and still had it on like NBC, CBS, or whatever, and then had it on Prime as well, with a warning that in the future these will
it
be
won't be right.
on Prime instead of just motherfuckers waking up one day like I'm finna get ready for some football.
Right. We
Wait
talked
a
about
minute,
it all day at work, and then people go home and
yeah,
it's like, wait a
where the
minute.
football?
It's on channel. It's on this channel. Then you watch it's NCIS on. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I
I
get
like
you. I get
NCIS.
you. I feel you, cuz though
That's a good one.
I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
All
So
right, what got you effed up?
there's a lot that got me effed up, but what I will say directly is take care of your mental health. Like I said earlier, yesterday I had a complete shutdown. I had to just like lay in the bed and I literally threw the covers over my head, and it was about 1 o'clock, and I went to sleep until 4 because I was depressed because of everything that's going on and not taking enough time for myself. So like there's a lot of talk in the professional civilian world about making people go back to the office who have been working remote for the past 2+ years since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a lot of debate around whether it's better to have people in the office or if it's okay to have people working remote, so on and so forth, right? And I get both sides of that topic, but at the end of the day, um, and we also you think about quiet quitting and you quiet firing and all those different nuances that people are using right about now. But at the end of the day, the individual is responsible for making sure that regardless of all of these other external factors that are happening, you've got to pay yourself some tribute too. And you got to take time for yourself. And I didn't. So I guess I got me effed up this week because I was taking on a whole bunch of stuff that was changing around me and trying to handle it as it was coming. Hell, I spent damn near a whole night in a warehouse guarding weapons because our power went out. Right. And I didn't think about it. I didn't absorb it. I didn't digest it. I just came back to the house and laughed it off and drank some water and went to bed. But the very next day, I was like, man, fuck all this. because I didn't do the right. I didn't take the time to actually focus on what I needed to. So I guess again,
decompress a bit.
Yeah, decompress a little bit, because at the end of the day, regardless of what happens to me in this life and in this lifetime, when I expire, this shit gonna keep going. You know? So just I guess I got myself effed up this week. I gotta do a better job
cousin.
taking care of myself. So yeah, I'll do better. I'll do better.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to final thoughts and last words. Wanda, we'll start with you again. Oh, you ready?
Yeah, my earrings fell.
Oh, okay.
As always, guys, don't forget to brush your floss at least twice a day. Drink plenty of water. Stay dope.
Love your people. Stop the evil. Man, just show a little love one time for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Give your people their roses while they're here. That's all I got.
All I got to say is life is short. Life is very, very short. And even during my movement of depression, and I'm still fighting to get myself out of it. But during my movement of depression, one of the things that I thought about was my younger sister and the time that her and I spent together when she was still here with us, and just thinking back and enjoying that and missing that, and coming to a realization that there's going to soon come a time I'm closer to death than what I am to the beginning of my life at this point.
Correct.
And I have to act accordingly. So in the movement of what you were saying, Dirt, like, stop the evil and love your people. That's for real. Do that and be that. It's really just that simple. And everything else that falls outside of those parameters, just let it fall outside of those parameters. It ain't got nothing to do with you. What other people eat don't make you shit
at all.
So just try to be the best version you can be of yourself every day. And for those of y'all that ain't from St. Louis, what I said is every day. So
every day.
Yeah, every day.
It's
every day. So yeah. So in the wise words of, I'm not gonna say him, although he is my fantasy football quarterback, Russell Wilson. I'm gonna go ahead and say Russell Simmons. And the wise words of Russell Simmons. Thank y'all for coming out. God bless. And
good night.
Good night, people.
One time for the one time.